The 12th Guards Rifle Corps was a corps of the Soviet Union's Red Army. Formed in 1942, the corps fought in the Vistula Oder Offensive, East Pomeranian Offensive and Berlin Offensive. The corps was awarded the Order of the Red Banner for its actions during the storming of Berlin. It was disbanded in Germany in June 1946. History. The corps was first formed on the Northwestern Front in December 1942, on the basis of the 384th Rifle Division. It was commanded by Major General Nikolai Sakhvatyev. In May 1944, Sakhvatyev was transferred to command the 1st Shock Army. He was replaced by Major General Mikhail Syazov. On the 29th of July, Syazov became 67th Army Deputy Commander and was replaced by Major General Stepan Bunkov. On November 3, 1944, the corps included the 23rd Guards, 52nd Guards and 33rd Rifle Divisions as part of the 3rd Shock Army. It was the main force moving forward to the railway liner UCE Lejuva. On the 2nd of December, the corps was part of Styuka Reserve and received orders to concentrate south of Jelgava for loading onto troop transports at the Jelgava, Platoon, Metain and Jonoskis. At the beginning of January 1945, trains carrying elements of the corps arrived at Mistozy, 50 kilometers east of Warsaw. The corps was concentrated 25 kilometers east of Warsaw, in the area of Minsk-Mazowiecki, Kalasin, Liw and Dobra. On the 14th of January, the Vistula Oder Offensive was launched. The corps was part of the Army Reserve in the early days of the offensive. On the 19th of January, the corps moved to bypass Warsaw from the north. On the morning of the 20th of January, the corps was in the area of Sochak-Zu, Lavachansky and Yaviche. By the end of the 25th of January, it was in the area of Izbuka, Kolo and Klodowa. By the end of January, the corps had reached Bromberg. The 33rd and 52nd Guards Rifle Divisions positioned themselves at Bushkovo, Sempelberg and Klein Visnuka. The 23rd Guards Rifle Division was stationed in the 2nd echelon. The 32nd and 15th SS Infantry Divisions made several attacks against the corps, supported by tanks. These attacks were repulsed. Bunkov was sent to study at the Military Academy of the General Staff on the 12th of February and replaced by Lieutenant General Alexander Kosankin. The 23rd and 52nd Guards Rifle Divisions took up defensive positions on the east bank of the Oder between Nida Krenina and Alt-Rudnitz. For the 16th of April, the corps was involved in the Battle of Berlin. Kosankin was wounded on the 27th of April during the fighting for Berlin. He was replaced by 3rd Shock Army Deputy Commander Major General Alexander Filatov. On the morning of the 2nd of May, the German troops began to surrender and the fighting ended soon after. On the 11th of June, the corps was awarded the Order of the Red Banner for its actions at Berlin. The corps appears to have been disbanded in June 1946, still part of the 3rd Shock Army.